friends, I'm Nora from Atlanta. Please like and subscribe to 4Eve for amazing stories. I was born just a minute after my twin sister Suki. She was my twin, but we were nothing alike. We didn't even look like we were sisters at all. Suki, with her long golden locks and blue eyes, seemed like a Barbie doll. As for me, I might have looked like a Cabbage Patch doll. There's a saying that families are like fudge, mostly sweet, but with a few nuts. In our family, that nut was Suki. The girl was crazy. All she ever wanted to do was have fun, and she was born with a really short fuse. Like one time, Mom and Dad took us to a restaurant, and Suki thought it would be fun to squeeze the ketchup bottle at people. Thank God I was safe, but not for long. I'm not with them. Hey Nora, would you like some ketchup? Saying that, Suki squeezed the bottle so hard that the ketchup landed on not just me, but on the waiter as well. Instead of being angry, my parents were laughing.
Suki, you sure know how to have fun. Yes, you are so naughty, but Mama loves you.
I wasn't surprised when the waiter tried to stop her. She went ballistic, and eventually we were kicked out of the place and banned from ever coming back. Even when we would have exams, Suki would never take studies seriously, but still somehow managed to pass. But that wasn't for long. When we reached 10th grade, she failed and had to repeat the class. I wasn't happy that she flunked, but I wasn't sad either. I got to enter 11th grade without Suki, and it was awesome. I was finally my own person and no longer the sister of the most gorgeous and hot-tempered girl at school. I focused really hard on studies and aced every exam, and soon was top of my class. I had my life goals set. I needed to be the best and get that one scholarship to my fave university that was offered to our school. While my parents were happy that I was excelling in my studies, they were even prouder that Suki joined the cheerleading squad. Mom went so insane that she threw a full-fledged party for Suki, wearing her cheerleading uniform from ages ago.
Oh, my love, you keep making us proud, following your mom's footsteps.
Seeing how everyone was just hovering all around Suki, something inside me flipped. Like seriously, celebrating she joined the cheerleading squad? In case you guys haven't noticed, I aced my 9th standard exams. Okay, fine, I might have overreacted, but I did have a point. Mom and Dad just rolled their eyes and went on to enjoy the party, while I felt like I'd get a headache, so I went outside in the garden to catch some air. Feeling frustrated, I kicked the dirt, and that's when I saw a guy.
You idiot. You stupid idiot.
Huh? What the heck? Hey, watch your mouth. You're standing in my garden calling me an idiot and stupid? How dare— The guy raised his hand, and when he removed his phone from his ear, I felt my cheeks turn red. He wasn't talking to me.
Beautiful, gorgeous. That's what I'd call you, not idiot and stupid. It was just my friend on the phone, who decided to let his pet fish swim in the bigger sea by flushing it down the toilet. Let's just say the fish is in heaven now.
Who was he? He did look familiar, and then it hit me. It was Dad's friend's son, Ian. Our family used to be super close, but Ian and his family moved to England like 8 years ago. It's you, Ian, the guy who always stole my ice creams.
Yep, it is I. The guy who heard you tell your mom on a beach picnic how bad you needed to scratch your butt because of the sand.
Oh gosh, why did he have to remember that? Once summer vacation ended, I found Ian in my class. Perfect, as if having Suki in high school wasn't enough. Ian was the most annoying guy ever. First, because he knew so much about my childhood and would keep telling classmates how I used to be a cranky, weird kid. And second, because he was so competitive. He wanted to be number one at everything. He played in the school's soccer team and was also excellent in studies. A jock and a nerd. But I was a tough cookie. I was always one step ahead of Ian, and I wasn't gonna let him get my scholarship at all. One day, I was in the library preparing for this really tough advanced math quiz. Just as I was trying to figure out a very difficult equation, someone snatched my notebook. It was Ian.
You're welcome. I was standing behind you and I just couldn't bear it anymore. If you had paid attention to the prime number theorem, you wouldn't have to find a workaround for this question.
OMG, how dare he? But I did forget to use it. I would have figured it out, but yeah. This way it does seem easy. Well, I guess thanks are in order.
I already said you're welcome.
Saying that, Ian sat next to me and we both started practicing together. After that day, Ian sort of grew on me and I started to like him. Soon we became really good friends. We always studied together and made our assignments together. We both wanted the same scholarship and hoped the best one would get it. One fine day, as we were sitting in the cafeteria, Suki came out of nowhere and tried to be a little too sweet with Ian. Thank God he ignored her, but once we were at home, Suki had a full-blown meltdown about it. Are you just hanging out with him to make me jealous? Like, he is so cool? How can he even talk to you? How dare he ignore me? I don't know. Maybe because he knows I know what the cube of 2 is, while I guess you don't. Plus, haven't you noticed? He isn't into you. Ah, nerd. Fine, he is cute, but not that cute. Saying that, she left in anger. If Ian had chosen me, she had to accept it. But had he chosen me? He was always so charming around me. I would often catch him looking at me, and he'd give me just the cutest smile ever. We'd always sit together and study together in the library. He even walked me home every day after school, too. Every time he'd touch my hand, I felt as if my heart flipped, but we were just friends, nothing more. One day, Ian and I had to meet in the library to discuss an assignment, but he didn't show up. When I went looking for him, I saw him with Suki in the empty hallway. He was holding her hand and they were super close. I felt gutted, and I ran home and locked myself in my bedroom. Mom and Dad tried to talk to me, but I didn't let anyone in. Later that night, I felt hungry and went to get dinner. That's when I heard Suki talking to one of her friends. I almost ignored it, but the moment she said Ian's name, I lost it and barged into her room. I know what you're doing, witch. Stay away from Ian, got it? Is that him on the phone? How could you, Suki? What the heck? Get out of my room, Nora! Stop being a nosy jerk. Saying that, Suki pushed me out of her room, and the entire night, I felt so angry. It was my fault. I had been too scared to tell Ian how I felt. I needed to fix this. So the next day, the moment I saw Ian, I dragged him into the library and confronted him about Suki.
What are you even talking about? Nora, I don't know. She was fine 1 minute and then she fell and I just gave her a hand to help her up. That's all.
Oh, okay. I might have overreacted. No biggie.
Really? And here, I was happy that you might have felt at least a bit jealous, because I feel like that when you talk to another guy.
Oh, you do? And why is that?
Because maybe I'm falling for you.
Me too. Saying that, Ian leaned in and kissed me. It was beautiful. The following week, it seemed as if Ian and I were inseparable. I felt like I was on cloud 9. But Suki? Gosh, every time she'd see Ian and me together, her face would turn red as a tomato, as if I cared. One night I was in my room, ready to sleep, when Suki knocked on the door. Hey, I was wondering, can we talk about, whatever it is, make it fast. Nora, I know I'm the perfect sister, and I guess I steal the spotlight from you a lot of times, but still, I am your sister, and I want to tell you that Ian, well, he isn't exactly the guy you think he is. He sort of hit on me, and he's using you, Nora. He is, oh God, this was a new low for Suki. I knew me being with Ian made her feel jealous, but this was way too much. Without even thinking, I grabbed her arm and shoved her out of the room. Suki, you are not the sun. The world doesn't revolve around you. For once, it's about me. Stay back. I was fuming with anger. The next day, I woke up a little late for school, and when I reached there, I realized something was off. All eyes were on me. A girl told me to go to the gym room, and when I got there, I saw Suki yelling at Ian, and he had a bruise on his eye.
Nora, thank God you're here. Your sister? She is crazy. She asked me to date her instead of you, and when I said no, she punched me. She actually came at me. Everyone saw it. I was inches away, and she attacked me.
I would have also kicked you. Nora, this jerk, you know what? Before Nora could say anything more, I gave her a tight slap. I was so sick of her. What is wrong with you? Why can't you be happy for me? I hate you, Suki. Don't ever talk to me again. Before things could escalate, the teachers took Suki to the principal's office, and she got a much-deserved suspension for the stunt she pulled. And finally, for once, at home, Mom and Dad grounded her. Though Suki tried to talk to me many times, I totally shut her out. When she returned to school, she was dropped from the cheerleading squad and was always so quiet. The whole stress of Suki and Ian had me so distracted that I wasn't even doing well in studies. I knew I didn't do well in the exams, and I was certain that I'd have to kiss that scholarship goodbye. But when the results for the 12th grade came in, I was stunned to see I had failed. This can't be happening. But how? There must have been some mistake. I went straight to the school. I was going to get my assignments and exam answer sheets tested, but when the teacher informed me that I had not submitted a couple of very important assignments, I felt the earth beneath me shatter. And to my shock, Ian was there, with a grin on his face.
Oh my God, the look on your face? It's epic. Totally epic. Wait, let me take a picture and show you. Ugh, how fun it was. Nora, you were so easy to fool. I guess all girls are so easy to fool. Give them a bit of attention and they'll lose focus. And you know what? Your sister was onto me. She saw me throw your sorry excuse of an assignment in the bin instead of submitting it. But I played it so well that you didn't believe her.
I felt my ears burn. I was so going to get this butthead. But before I could lunge at him, someone jumped at Ian. It was Suki. Oh gosh, my sister had Ian in a chokehold. You jerk! My sister deserved that scholarship. You won't go far in life by stepping on others. Karma will bite you in the butt, Ian. I'm gonna tell the world what you did.
Good luck proving that.
I had to stop Suki. She had already gotten one suspension because of Ian. Another meant expulsion. Suki, leave it. He's not worth it. He's just a blood-sucking worm. Come on. Hearing my voice, she did let go of Ian and came running to hug me. I hugged her too and rubbed her back to calm her. I was sad for weeks. No, months. I felt so depressed and just wanted to stay in my room all the time. The pang of betrayal was falling hard on me. Seeing how homebound I was, Mom and Dad took us to a restaurant, the same one we had been banned from. Just as I was going to take a bite from my burger, Suki squeezed the ketchup bottle and a load of ketchup landed on my face. Suki, you idiot! Wait, I'll get you. As if you can. Come on, let's see your aim. Saying that, I did the same. And in no time, our family was acting like the crazy they were. We were. In the end, Dad had to pay for minor damages our family's ketchup fight caused. And guess what? We were banned again. But I didn't care. I felt alive after such a long time. And I knew Suki totally did that on purpose. When the schools opened again, I felt ashamed to go back. But Suki was by my side. Hey, it's no big deal. I studied 11th grade twice. No worries. Try until you succeed. She was so right about it. At the start, kids would tease me for repeating the same class, but in a few weeks, they forgot about it. Well, I guess my winning streak was broken because it took me 4 attempts in 12th grade to clear it. But when I did, I got into my favorite university. After graduation, Suki and I opened a restaurant together. And guess what? It had a separate section for kids to go wild. One time as we were closing up, we saw a homeless man and gave him some food. Just as he looked up at me, I was shocked to see it was none other than Ian. Ian, what happened? Then Ian told me how he got into college and how a girl broke his heart, making him go into a depression and lose focus and failed miserably. Even his parents disowned him in the end. I knew it was karma, just like Suki had said many years ago. I gave Ian a few dollars and held Suki's hand as we both walked towards home. Remember to always be kind.